If Adam had not fallen, his father would have been God, and his mother would have been the eternal realm. But when he fell, his father was exchanged for the liar who lied to him. He believed the lie. And his mother was the earth. All this comes out in scriptures. I'll give all the text. I'm thinking of the text right now. He said to the Pharisees, "You are your father, the devil. He was a liar from the beginning." Iniquity. We were cut off from God, being born to the loins of Adam, whose father became the devil. See, that sounds so religious, so simple to say to the devil, the liar. We're the children of a liar, cut off from God. As long as we don't admit to the fact we have this sin nature in us, we make God a liar. God's not a liar. He tells you the truth, you can't handle the truth. So if you deny this, you're following the liar. Unaware. Genesis 2, verse 23. It says, "A man shall leave his mother and father," his father and mother. You could almost say it, but I really believe it now. That was a prophecy. Because he gets fallen. God was saying, you're going to fall. And you and your wife could correct this fall, but it's ain't going to manifest it. What? They would become one flesh. Did they become one flesh? No. Became man against woman, and woman against man, brother against brother, nation against nation. Violence filled the earth. Following wrong father. A father that's hell-bent on destroying humanity. Adam's name means humanity. So for me to share what I've been told to share, which is not demonic, what if I share it? God has been your eternal Father. Never was a time when he wasn't. We should have been manifested as the offspring of God. God is our Father. And the New Jerusalem or eternal realm as our mother. But because we come through the lie that they believe, we're all under wrath of God. We've all become one flesh, cut off from God. With all the divisions here. The divisions would occur, and they did. Why come there divisions? To prove a point. Paul's text in Corinthians bring that out. Why come heresies among them? For purpose. To reveal the truth. In Acts 17 also says it. Division came in hope. See himself as one flesh. He would become one in spirit. Not male, female, division. They'd be one in spirit. And not the distortion of being androgynous. A human being male and female. With this transgender movement has twisted the truth with a lie. Trying to come up with a new creation independent from God. Trying to find unity of the flesh. There could have been to the union of marriage a helpmate, not someone competing against you. and you competing against them, and you lording over them, or she trying to lord over you. Created from his side, not from his head, that she rule over him, nor from his foot, that he rule over her. And when they fell, what does he say? Your mother of earth that you've chosen. You're of the flesh. You're of the world. I'm from above. Jesus' statement comes out on this. A whole new view and perspective of that text in Genesis. We use it in the wedding song. A man shall leave his mother, and a woman shall leave her home, and the child will become one. And the question is, what joins you together? Joined together of the Spirit. Man's in the Spirit and woman's in the Spirit, and there's a happy marriage. But when you get in light of the flesh, there'll be divisions. The flesh always brings divisions. Cut off from the Spirit. There's no unity. There's a difference. He's a man, she's a woman. See how deep it gets deeper than what we're thinking. And with this transgender movement, trying to do away with races, cultures, coming up with whole new creeds of the flesh. That's a good title, Creeds of the Flesh. Not creeds of the Spirit. How creeds of the flesh came about could be the title of this. God gets replaced with the seen, where it should have been our living out the unseen with God as our Father and the eternal realm, our true mother. And this would have only been temporary. And we could make it through this temporary world if that unity of them being flesh and coming one flesh, and they wouldn't understand, well, how can I be one flesh? Use a man and use a woman. And you can't sit there and change body parts and try to think you're androgynous. You can be both male and female. In the flesh, you can't be both. It's the division. Why did God give division? In the hope that you might go up after him and discover your true nature, your being, eternal being, not some temporary being trapped in time, space, and material world of the earth, earthly. Jesus was from above. They were earthly. He demonstrated the mystery of who we are. So think about it. Come up with the creeds of the flesh. What would the creeds of the flesh be? Creeds of the Spirit, quite different. The one. Creeds of the flesh is always division. But with that division there, in the fullness of time, will be manifested. The hope in the unseen, not the seen. Paul's whole gospel, his good news, was to get us back, reconcile us back to our Father, and our being his offspring. Beyond male, female, he says it. Isn't he Greek, Jew, barbarian, Scythian, bond, free, circumcised, uncircumcised, or male, female? Divisions are gone. You don't live out the divisions, you live out your spirit. There's a unity of the Spirit and a bond of peace. A peace that passes all this understanding, misunderstanding of the flesh. The flesh was supposed to express something, but it didn't. That it was male, female. If they unite in marriage, they would become one flesh. She wouldn't be a troublemaker, but a helpmate. They wouldn't be contending against each other. In there's unity of their spirit, they wouldn't be arguing about male or female. They'd each take their role. And there'd be a unity of their spirits. And the flesh would surrender. The differences would surrender. Of course, that didn't happen. There she went off and believed the lie. She was the first to believe the lie. Hath God said. 2 trees. One was of the Spirit, follow the Spirit. There's life, the tree of life. Follow the flesh, you got divisions, right and wrong, good and bad. It gets past good and bad, right and wrong. You'll never find unity trying to determine who's good, who's bad. Anything done independent from God is bad. He could do so-called good, but your good is no good because it's done independent from God. Your flesh, living out of flesh, your races, your cultures, your secular and self-willed religious creeds, doctrines of men don't see this. They think they're serving God. They're serving the religion of flesh. Paul expressed it, it gets twisted and misunderstood. Having begun by the Spirit, are you brought to maturity by the flesh? The flesh would divide you. Throughout the Spirit in this mind of Christ in your spirit, and the man and the woman, the Greek or the Jew, different cultures you don't see, they get into the eternal principles of the Spirit and undo this division that's come and hope that you will group after God, but they don't. They take up male or take up female, conflicts, debates, with a man trying to be a woman, a woman trying to be a man. That's distortion. What's it say? Unreasonable, unseemly, unnatural affections. James saying, cleanse your hands, you sinners, on a conscious level. Stop walking according to the flesh. Cleanse your hands and purify your hearts, you double mind. 2 minds in battle here. Whatever things are pure, whatever things lovable and have virtue and strength, think on these things. The flesh has no virtues, no strength, nothing good about the flesh. Paul had to discover that. He said that simple statement, that is, in me, that is my flesh, there's nothing good. Then we come up with our ideas of right and wrong, good and bad, calling the flesh good. And God says it's no good because it's division. It's cut itself off from God. The unity of their spirits. They're trying to find unity in the flesh. They'll never find it. It wasn't to be intended. Brought from the Spirit. Remember the Tower of Babel? They're trying to become one in the flesh. Building a tower to the heavens, demonic realm, trying to find unity. What does God do? He confuses their language. That's when all the languages came about, the races came about, disunity, and hope that they see what happens. And quit trying to find unity of the flesh. This new world order is doing just that. The old Babylonian idea of trying to find unity of the flesh. Tell me it gets deeper than we may have heard. They had one language, they had one world. But in the flesh, you'll never find unity there. Tower Power proved that fact. So they're trying to get everybody to speak the same language. It's an illusion.